The fall of Warzone. With Call of Duty earning Activision $27 billion in 2020, on paper, it's a hard argument to make. In today's video, we're doing a deep dive into the problems that Warzone has, with some ideas that the COD developers could implement to fix them. And if you agree or disagree with anything I'm saying here, feel free to let me know down in the comments, because I'm interested to see what you have to say. Okay, so let's start off with weapon balancing. Microtransactions brought in $1.2 billion in revenue from July to September in 2020 alone. No wonder why there's so many Roze skins hiding in the shadows in every game I play. Every season it seems like the best meta weapon is the one with the most expensive blueprint, or the gun you can only access from buying the battle pass. Just think about it. Grau in season 2, Bruen in season 3, CR56 AMAX, Origin 12 blueprints and the Roze skin in season 4, the ISO and the Fin in season 5, the SPR and ASVAL in season 6, and the DMR and MAC 10 in Black Ops season 1. I'm not suggesting that new weapons are inherently bad, it's just hard to believe that this is a coincidence every single season. And the issue here isn't that they're introducing new weapons, it's the fact that it's become a pay to win. It's fair enough that you want people to use the new weapon, but everyone should be on an even playing field. The fix here for Call of Duty would be to follow similar long-lasting competitive games such as CSGO or Dota. CSGO has had barely any map or weapon changes in around 10 years, and the competitive scene is elite. Dota has had several map changes over the years and a lot of added characters, but none of the items you buy for your character give you an advantage over other players. You can even buy and sell skins in both games in what's almost like a gaming stock exchange. So if you have a rare item that you've bought 4 years ago, you can sell that for a lot of money. So for example, in CSGO, one of the items was sold for $61,000. Now that would be an incentive for people to buy skins. Okay, so let's get on to SBMM, otherwise known as skill-based matchmaking. It was revealed by a previous COD developer that SBMM has been part of most COD games. The idea of SBMM makes sense. As you get better at the game, you'll match with people at a similar level. But of course, there are different levels of SBMM. For example, in Modern Warfare 2, slightly anecdotal, but the SBMM levels seem to work really well. Sometimes you'd get 50 kills a game, sometimes you'd lose a game, but rarely you got completely demolished and vice versa. A lot of the time there were gentlemen's agreements from everyone in the lobby, and they would just play around and only use snipers. One team might only use grenade launchers while the other team only use riot shields. Just things like that that make the game a bit more fun, but even while you're having fun, you could use most weapons in the game and still be able to do well. However, in Warzone, if you have a decent KD, it seems like every single person in your lobby is an ultimate tryhard, which leads to you having to try hard as well. Due to the poor weapon balancing and reduced time to kill season by season, you only have a choice of 1 to 2 weapons for each meta, otherwise you're just not going to win the gunfight. It's a self-fulfilling cycle that just isn't fun for most people who are looking to have a good time and just blow off some steam after they get home from work or school. If you think back to the Season 2 meta, although the Grau had no recoil and could beat most snipers, the time to kill was manageable. It allowed for longer gunfights between teams, which gave the players with the better aim and higher game IQ more chance of winning the engagement. Nowadays it seems like you're killed by someone sitting in a corner before you can even react, or you're sniped by someone across the map that you weren't aware of due to the glitches that removes the glint from sniper scopes. Each season the time to kill someone, or the TTK, has been lowered, and this has also reduced the skill gap, pandering to the worst players. You no longer need to be a good player to win the game, you just need to be sat in a corner, because by the time you've killed someone, they can't even react. In hindsight, we didn't really know how lucky we had it compared to the recent metas, and it's not a surprise that streamers and content creators have started to look for other games to play. How Warzone feels now should be how the rank mode should feel. The rank mode will be tryhard lobbies for people who want to improve day by day and grind levels. You could do what Apex Legends does, where you have multiple ranks, each kill and the time you survive counts towards leveling up. When you get to the higher ranks you get bonuses like special trails or emblems, and this would actually give people more of an incentive to try hard. Matched with this, you could have a casual mode where the SBMM does exist, but only by a small amount. Say for example you've played for over 200 hours, you're not matched with people who've only just started playing, but it gives you a chance to be a bit more laid back and just have fun with your mates. So we'll move on to hackers and cheating. So cheating has been a consistent problem in Warzone since its release. While there are some people who blatantly hack with aimbot, and we'll call them hard cheaters in this example, they seem to get gratification from other people knowing they're cheating. And you don't just have to take my word for it, there are hundreds if not thousands of clips out there on Reddit and YouTube of hackers just destroying legitimate players who are just trying to have fun. And on the other hand, we have soft cheaters who use wall hacks or devices that give them no recoil. And a lot of the times it's impossible to be certain if they're cheating or not because some of them can hide it pretty well. I always find myself going back to a slightly tongue-in-cheek tweet from Courage from the 18th of August 2020. I've faced 200 hackers live on stream in Warzone, 0 have been banned live. I have faced 1 hacker in Fall Guys and he was banned on stream. So it just goes to show you that hackers have been around for a long time in Warzone. And now if we fast forward to this year, on the 2nd of Feb 2021, a blog post on the Call of Duty website confirms that more than 300,000 players have been permanently banned since launch. So let's just think about that number for a second, 300,000 hackers. So let's estimate that those hackers got 10 kills per game on average, and that they all played 10 games each. That's 30 million people who have been killed by a hacker, and I'm estimating low numbers here, so it's probably way more than that. And in addition to this, an organisation known as Chicken Drumstick have allegedly taken $76 million in revenue for its subscription video game cheat service, which again allegedly charged $10 a month for cheats in various games like Overwatch and Call of Duty. And this company was recently shut down by the Chinese authorities. And although this is a great step forward for most games, including Call of Duty, some would argue that this is too little too late. Cheating and hacking is now synonymous with Warzone. And just think about the COD culture right now. I grew up in the days of COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, so I'm used to the toxic lobbies. It's just a bit of banter. But nowadays, if you kill someone, he's trash, but if you're killed by someone, he's hacking. It's all just a bit hypocritical, and the lack of responsibility from Activision has led to a lack of responsibility from the players. Players can't just admit that they're not good anymore. They have to find a reason why they're losing, and they just blame the most common trope on Warzone, which is, he must have been hacking. And it just goes to show that Warzone will forever be associated with hackers. So now I'm going to talk about the culture of the COD community. The biggest tournament of the year for Dota, the International, had a prize pool of over $34 million in 2020, officially becoming the biggest prize pool in esports history. And in comparison to Call of Duty, despite earning $27 billion, the total prize money awarded in 2020 from 140 tournaments was $3.5 million. And the competitive Modern Warfare season had a total prize pool of $5 million. So it seems that despite making a killing last year in terms of revenue, Call of Duty still struggles to find its footing in the competitive space. I'm about to show you some examples back in 2017 of the prize winnings of various games, and also a comparison of esports compared to traditional sports. So as you can see, across 2015 and 2017, some of the highest prize pools in sports were actually from esports, Dota being one of the highest earners, with League of Legends and Halo also having a good showing. And as of April 2019, looking at the total amount of money awarded to players over time, I doubt Call of Duty would even be on the list, with Dota, CSGO and League of Legends taking the top 3 spots. And in regards to the Modern Warfare competitive scene, it seems like the same issues have been around for a decade now. You'd assume that the competitive players of the game know the best way to make the game more balanced and fun, but there's a common theme that the Call of Duty developers don't make any effort to actually listen to the feedback. I'll play you a quick clip from the Optic podcast where they talk about this problem.
Thoughts on CDL Players Association? None. Most leagues have them, and it could help with the relationship between players and developers.
There's definitely a need for a player.
Just shut up.
They're not doing it. It's never happening. They would have did it if
We've
they
been trying for 10 years. Like, they don't care.
We're just going to keep it how it is, play this shit out, however.
Yeah. We're in a...
They're still going to put patch notes right before a tournament. Like, nothing's going to change.
So those are my thoughts on the state of Call of Duty Warzone at the moment. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a ramble, and I hate to be negative on this channel, but it's just something that I had to get off my chest. And don't get me wrong, I love the COD franchise, but I hate to watch the downward trend that it went through 5 years ago. Thanks for watching everyone. If you've made it this far, feel free to subscribe. If you want to watch some of my other videos, you can click on the left annotation to perfect your aim, and you can click on the right hand side video to learn how to win all your solo games.